Howdy YouTube and welcome to this episode of the Gunman. So today I'm going to be doing a review on some different air regulators. Spray Guns Direct seem to be getting a lot of questions about which regulator would be the best for certain buyers. Now, I've had these regulators for over 2 weeks now. I've put them through their paces and I've found a definite winner. We'll go from the bottom and we'll work our way up. So this is the Sealy regulator, absolute garbage. That's the one that you saw me smashing on the ground at the start of the video. This regulator here has been used twice. And as you can see, it's got a plastic cover on it and it's just garbage. It's got a bad feel to it and I would not recommend anyone buying them. They are a cheap regulator. There would be one instance I may recommend using it if you just needed it for, say, on a tool like that's never going to hit any thinners. If you needed to regulate an air drill, which I can't really see any need that you would want to, or an air tool that never sees thinners, or if you just have the time to pull it off every single time you paint. But as soon as you get thinners on it, it's just going to be dead, you know. So if you get a bit of overspray on it and you want to clean it off with thinners, it's just about ruined. Next up is actually going to be the Anest Iwata regulator here. It's actually got a good feel to it. It's been holding up quite well until yesterday. My partner in crime, the other painter that I work with, he's got a few guns over here and he said, oh, have you got a spare direct gloss gun or a 2K gun, the gun that you use for your 2K? I said, yeah man, go grab my Anest Iwata Bellaria. I use that all the time for my wet on wets and 2Ks. Now he's gone and cleaned it for me and he's probably spent a little bit longer cleaning it than I usually do. Now thanks for cleaning it out really well, but it spent a lot of time in the thinners, and as you can see there, they've designed it with some sort of a plastic. That needle there is a plastic that is just soluble to the thinners, so it's just gone and ruined it. I'll give you a look what it's doing here. It's actually completely bending. So obviously, as far as using that regulator goes, it's basically rubbish now. Yes, I can still use it to change my air pressures, but I can do that at the gun there anyway. So as far as actually getting an accurate reading off that, it's toast. So that one takes out the second last position. Now third last is going to be the DeVilbiss regulators. One that I've used many of these over the years, and they're quite a good regulator. They do seem to last up fairly well against the thinners. They will last for quite some time if you do keep the thinners mostly away from them. Now, I've got another one here that has been used a little bit over the last couple of months. They do start getting a little bit tight in here after a while, and if you're not careful and you get a little bit of thinners in there, and then what I did the other day was use the air blower to blow it off, and what happened is the thinners ended up creeping inside there and just sort of smudging the writing in there a little bit. But overall, they are quite a good regulator, but yeah, they would not be taking out my top spot anymore. Also, the design of them, as you can see there, the adjuster is on the other side than the regulator. So if you like to run your regulator sort of like this one here, which I prefer to run it like that, because when you're painting, sometimes if you're doing a roof, if that's facing up here, it can get in the way of your arm. So having the starter jet on the side like that, it's actually it's advantageous to you anyway. So yeah, if I was to sort of have that on the side there, then you've just got to sort of reach around, and it's just you've got to reach around the gun like that to actually adjust the pressure up and down, and it's just a little bit awkward. So for design, mainly on design, they're not going to be taking out a better spot than third. Next one on the list is going to be the starter jet. So this one is a very good regulator. The guy that ruined my Anest Iwata one said he's got one, and I'll give you a look at that in a minute. He said he's had one for 12 or 13 years and it's still going strong. And looking at the way that he cleans guns out, it's obviously seen a lot of thinners. He said he's soaked that thing for quite some time and it's still going strong. So you're going to pay a bit more for these. You're going to pay a premium price. I think it was around 130 or 140 Australian dollars through Spray Guns Direct through their website. And first is going to be one of the cheapest ones. The only cheaper one out of all the regulators was that garbage Sealy one. So this one wins on design and price. So 2 weeks, and again, it's still going strong with the thinners. Have got no fading there at all, and it's still it's still operating perfectly. So I like the way that no matter where you set that, you can still easily adjust the air pressure like that. So if you want it facing forwards, so I don't know why you ever would, but you're still easily able to adjust your air pressure. And sometimes when you're cleaning your gun out, obviously it's gonna, if you got your gun cleaning machine over there, you're gonna have thinners on your hands, thinners on the regulator, and it's gonna get a bit slippery. But this seems to be, because it's got the grip on there, it's really easy, even when you've got thinners all over your gloves and the regulator itself, it's easy to adjust. So at 32, I think it was around $32 at current exchange rates through Spray Guns Direct. So that's going to be taking out number one. And I'll give you guys a quick look at this other regulator. That's another one of the SATA regulators. So it's obviously a slightly older model, but yeah, you're going to get yourself a pretty good quality regulator if you go for the SATA one. Now, yeah, again, you could buy probably around 4 of these for the price of one SATA jet. So obviously there's those guys with the SATA jet tattoos on them, and they're always going to go and buy SATA jet stuff. If I see a good product by SATA, I'll recommend it. But price is obviously an important factor in any review, and would I spend $140 odd on a SATA jet when I've got those ANIs sitting there for $30 odd? No, I probably wouldn't. I'd be more likely to go and get 4 or 5 of those ANI regulators. So I decided to end this video up with a bit of a look at the regulators, how you will get them if you are to order them. So that's the ANI regulator there, and the box is on the right hand side of the screen. Fairly basic. This is the DeVilbiss one there, and again, it just comes straight in the box. You don't really get much else with it. The SATA jet comes with some instructions. I wouldn't really ever bother reading them. Just put your air fitting on it, tighten it up on your gun, and start spraying. Now, I'd like to let you guys know that Spray Guns Direct have actually decided to do a giveaway with 12 of these regulators, and also some pretty cool promotional gear, just like pens, bottle cap openers, and little things like that from DeVilbiss, SATA, and ANI. So rather than just making it YouTube this time, I've decided to reward some of my Facebook and Instagram followers. Most of them are going to be given away on YouTube, so keep an eye out in future videos for terms and conditions and how to win. But I will tell you now that it's not going to be in a specific video. It will be in a video somewhere placed in that video. I'll make a mention to how you will actually be able to win the competition. But yeah, obviously on Facebook and Instagram, just keep an eye out for a post that I will make. And yeah, terms and conditions will be there. My only advice is not to go and get greedy and make those comments where you are making out as if you're the winner when you clearly know you're not. Like on the very first giveaway I did, the winning number was 32. Someone's obviously read the number as being 32 because I replied to him and told him he was the winner. This other guy's gone around and said, hey, I'm the winner, I guess 32. How would you even know that 32 was the winning number if you were making a guess? Anyone who does that in future will just be getting themselves a ban and blocked from the page. They will no longer be able to enter any future competitions. So you guys probably noticed what I did with that Sealy regulator, brand new, out of the box, smashed it on the ground. It is garbage. That was specifically sent out from Spray Guns Direct with the orders to do that. They said, mate, this is a good opportunity for you to show people how crap these Sealy regulators are. I did have a laugh when I was researching these regulators on their website and looking at prices and all that thing. I found those Sealy regulators on there, and all it says is Air Regulator. If you look at most of their other products, it gives a bit of a description on what the product is, and you know they'll try to sell it, I guess, say the good points, and yeah, that Sealy regulator, total garbage. I'll leave it at that for this video anyway, guys. Thanks for watching. Now you've seen this video, get out there and paint some shit. This has been another Gunman production. Goodbye.